Hey everyone,
Are we
welcome
live?
in.
Is
Yes,
here?
we are live.
Happy Thursday, peeps!
Happy Thursday. I'm Jess. This is David. We are D&J Plays, and it is Thursday, so it is time to stamp swap.
Stamp
Stamp
swap.
swap.
That's what Thursdays need. Some
More stamp swapping?
some more stamp swapping.
Oh, yeah. So, if y'all haven't joined us recently, we are currently going through our shelf of opportunity because we are in the process of moving. So, a lot of these games you will see in the next few weeks and months are going to be games that have just
Yeah,
collected dust.
we've already packed up pretty much all of the rest of our stuff.
All of
Like
the
we
rest.
played all of these. We
Right.
we kept a few essentials.
We have. We are
A
not
lot of
going to
small
share
things.
we're not going to share what those are because we don't want the other games to get jealous.
But yes,
So, yeah.
we also got a few new games trying to take advantage of Jess's local game store discount, employee discount while we
Yes.
can. And this is one of them.
Yes.
This is something
Although,
that I played at OrcaCon
correct.
and loved and said, please, can we have it?
Yes. Although, so this one hasn't been sitting on the shelf for too long.
No, it's fairly fresh.
But there will be others that have been sitting for a while. So we are going to dig into this. Hello to Timey. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
Hey, time roller.
Anyone else that's hanging out?
Yeah.
Yeah. What were we gonna say?
Just no. Hope that their week's going great
Yeah.
and as good as can be. I
Yeah.
guess is the way of it, right? We just kind of hope that things are as good as they can be for everybody.
Exactly. The best
Things are-
it can be.
Things are crazy here, as
Right.
Jess has said, because we're moving. Life is going to be a bit wild.
Mm-hmm.
We got stuff to do on the house, so bodies are tired.
Yes.
We've got still work to do,
Right.
so
And the weather outside is not great. It's like freezing temperatures, and there's like always talk of snow happening. But here in Portland, the chance of snow is like very, very small.
we got like 7 minutes of snow the other day.
Right.
It was beautiful.
And then
I
it
was like,
rained.
oh, yeah, it didn't stick.
Right. It didn't stick. So that like it's basically like a snow globe effect. You like shake it, and then you're like, oh, it's so pretty, and then it like falls, and you're like, oh, where did it all go?
Shake it again.
Yeah. Talking with someone in Minnesota earlier this week, and they were like, "Oh, it's just like 4 inches that fell the other night," and I was like, "Dang, come on, I want some of that, please."
So we get 7 minutes and they get 7 feet.
Right, right. They're just like, "Oh, it's no big deal." So, but anyway, hope everyone is enjoying themselves. So, lovely. How was this game? What made you be like, I think I like this game? What like drew you to it? Because you and I are not stamp collectors. We don't
We're not.
collect old things.
We don't. I don't think that we are against stamp collecting.
Oh no, no. But it's not like a theme that we were like, yes. You
I
know?
think there's cool artwork. As you see the stamps and everything, there really is some cool artwork to it. And it's one of those things where it's like, if you had all the time and all the money in the world,
Yeah.
would we potentially like look at stamps and they're little pieces of art and
Yeah.
history? It's like maybe.
Yeah.
But we don't. So what drew me to this, number one, is that there is a I cut you choose mechanic.
Okay.
And I don't think we have that in any of our games. It's not because we don't like that mechanic. I just don't think we've ever come across a game that really called to us
Okay.
with that mechanic in it.
Sure.
But this one has it, and it was really fun. So I like the thought process of trying to like figure out how to divide up your spoils because you get to keep one of the two piles that you divide everything up into, and so you're like, oh, I really want this pile, so can I entice everybody towards this other? So there's some fun in that, and so I
Okay.
haven't really got to play that much.
Okay.
So get to do that in this one. We'll see how it is with 2 players. I played with 3, and so there's more options out on the table with the more players, and this plays up to 5. So that could
Oh,
be
wow.
really cool
Okay.
too, to have like many players out on the table and you're looking at all the piles. It'll probably take a little longer, but I think it would create more fun. And then besides that, there's the fitting the stamps and everything into your page,
Okay.
which involves that like spatial tile laying, which I really love. I love a
Mm.
good tile laying game where it's all about trying to maximize the right fit. So set collecting, which I love. You choose. If there was a way to put dice in this, I think it would take it over the top for me. But
And if it had dinosaurs.
there might be a dinosaur on a stamp. We'll see.
No, I was just thinking for like theme.
Ah,
Like instead of stamps, it would be
the
dinosaurs.
stamp is like big giant paws.
Yeah.
What are dino feet?
Yeah, paws. We'll just call them paws.
Dino paws stamping around.
Dino paws. That's a new game. That's a new game.
The board actually shakes as the stamping happens.
Yeah, and there's like an element of like noise, so it's like when you have like a pterosaur or something.
How was that?
Ah.
That was a pretty good duplication. But yeah, this will be a fun one. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Okay, cool. Well, let's get down to the table.
And this is a Stonemeyer.
Stonemeyer, known for Wingspan, known for Scythe, known for Wormspan, and the soon coming up Finspan.
Oh yeah.
You heard anything about that?
Just that it's supposed to be the lightest of the three, right?
Correct.
That's what I've heard.
Correct.
So maybe a little more approachable for
Yes.
intro players or younger
Right.
players. That's cool.
So that's going to be fun to bring into the store because for me, I'm on the fence of, okay, Wingspan was fine. I'm not a ornithologist or what is that, study birds? Ornithology?
Sure.
Ornithology? Sorry. The study of birds. I don't study birds.
Or words about studying.
Or bird watching or anything like that. Although I probably should, being here in the Pacific Northwest. There's a lot of beautiful birds up here. But that game was fun.
You're a
It
beautiful
was
bird.
Thank you. The game, like the layout was like really pretty, and I love the sense of having each card be educational too. So it's like, man, I'm learning a lot about birds in this game. So that was cool.
Size.
Right.
All that
Wingspans.
Wingspan.
But then they came out with Wormspan, and I was like, I need this in my life right now.
Because I really
don't
wanted
care.
Wingspan for a long time.
I'm
like, I want it, and you're like, eh.
Right. But
I'm glad we waited.
Glad we waited because we got Wormspan, and I absolutely love it.
Dragons.
Yes, it was dragons, and so I was just like, basically like that meme you see of the kids like throwing money out the window. Like that's how I was with Wormspan. But it's different gameplay. It's not the same.
It isn't.
And it has similar layout.
It adds in a little bit too.
Correct.
So it takes it up a notch,
Correct.
but in a great way.
And you're learning all about different types of dragons,
So also
which I had no idea. I had no idea that there were so many. I'm totally into like sci-fi and fantasy type things. So having something that was dragon related, I was like, yes, please. So then with Finspan here, I'm kind of like, okay, so I'm not sure if we're going to get that same amount of people that are like, yes, like all those fish people.
It's a different audience.
People who like fish, not actual fish people, because they might.
Merman.
Who knows? It might appeal to fish people. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not into birds or dragons, but you're really into aquatic life.
Correct.
Steve Zissou, or however you say it.
Right, Steve Zissou and the Life Aquatic. Get your beanies out.
But it might be cool because we got Wingspan. I don't know if we bought it or
we did. Our sister.
Okay, so we bought it for our sister who loves the art. She's a very artistic person.
Yeah.
The gameplay is probably right at the edge of what she can understand and enjoy. So I'm wondering if Finspan might be the sweet spot.
Yeah, because it still has really pretty artwork. I don't know if it's Clementine that did it, because Clementine, I believe, did.
No, this is somebody named Connor Gillette did the art in this.
Because I believe Clementine did the oh no, Anna Maria Martinez Jeremio did some of the art, and Mesa Schumacher did the art for Finspan. I believe she was the one that did Wingspan originally. I'm checking on Board Game Geek, which is an awesome reference if you haven't used it. Yeah.
Anna Maria, Natalia.
And
What was
then
the other name?
Natalia Rojas, Elizabeth Hardgrave did some, and Greg May and Beth Sobel. Oh, I wonder if they did some of the expansion stuff.
Sure.
But Anna Maria did Wingspan, and Natalia Rojas. I will mention she has a lovely. Her social medias are so pretty. She draws birds. I think that's her area of expertise, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Some of her work that I've seen online, I'm just like, oh my gosh. Again, I'm not a bird person, but if I were to have like something in our house, like bird related, I would do it. Yeah. So Clementine did Wormspan.
And the artwork is different.
Yes, the
Beautiful
artwork is
in a
different.
different way. I
But
love the
Fins
watercolor feel of that board.
of Wormspan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Finspan definitely has the going back to Wingspan look to it. So anyway, yeah, so that was fun. So looking forward to that. But yes, that's also coming from Stonemaier sometime this year. So I'm excited for that.
Sweet.
All right,
All right.
how are we playing this game, my love?
You want to play some stamp swapping?
Stamp swap. I will say, why don't we have these included in the bank game? The little tweezers.
That would be fun. You actually get to grab your tiles.
You actually get to
tweezers.
tweeze things.
That is the first player marker.
Because look, I mean, show everybody.
you don't
those
want to
are
be
so
touching
cool,
the
and you
stamp with your fingers
Yeah, like it's like if you're
like
if
some
you watch
plebeian.
a plebeian, if you're watching like Antiques Roadhouse, you know, like they
White
have
gloves.
the white gloves, they're using the tweezers. It's like, oh man.
Don't lick any of these tiles.
Okay.
All right, so stamp swap, we're going to be playing over a weekend. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
And in each of the days, there are 3 phases that we're going to go through, and then a final show at the very end, which is more scoring points. Each of the 3 parts of the day, we start with collecting. And so how that's going to work is we grab 2 of these event cards. It's a player count.
Okay.
So if we had more players, we would grab more cards.
Okay.
You bring these out in such a way, and so each card has an event with text, and then it has a layout of the various types of stamps and other things that we're going to be putting out as our options for this day.
Okay.
So you cover over the text of all of the cards underneath, leaving just the card on top showing the event. So this
Okay.
event is going to apply, but all of the stamp layouts are what we're going to grab for that day.
Okay.
And so this is how it will increase the amount of stamps and everything that's available if you have more players, is you just keep bringing out more and showing that top half of the card. But basically, we bring this out at the start of every round so we know what we're going to be bringing into play for this round. And we read the event, because the event could affect things that happen right now, which this will. Each player collects only 5 items and reserves 1 fewer item. Okay, so let's talk about what that means as we gather these stamps. So what we're going to be doing as we lay these out is typically in a round, we would be collecting 6 items from what's laid out on the table. And we would go person to person. The first player rule is the last person to have mailed something, which in this family is pretty much always you. You are the
Going
in
to
charge
the
of
post
mail.
office. I know the people.
Yeah. Okay, so
Ooh, it's Legends. Hi, Legends.
Legends is here, team. Gus or not. Good choice, Legends.
Thanks for
Oh,
joining
and
us,
Tangy Crew's here
friend.
too.
And Tangy, hello.
What's up, friends?
What's up, friends?
We're gonna do some stamp swapping here. So you can see here there's different shapes and sizes, and that corresponds to this handy dandy little carrying case of all the different stamps. So we're gonna get these same amounts of these types of stamps,
Okay.
And we're going to put them in the orientation that's shown. If the white face is showing, that means you put the stamp face up.
Okay.
If the back of them, which is, all of them have the same back, but they have different stamps on the face. If the back is showing, you put them face down.
Okay.
Okay?
Have these been shuffled or do they matter?
They don't. They're punched in
Random.
yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to grab 2 of these long ones that are the circles, so kind of rectangles.
Okay.
For this top card, one of them goes face up. One of them goes face down. We're going to do the same thing again for this bottom card.
Okay.
One face up. One face down.
I'm going to slide this a little bit so people
Okay.
can see.
And as soon as we have this layout done, we can get these cards off to the side.
Okay.
We won't need them. It's
Just so folks can see as you're laying out.
Then next we have these long rectangles with the triangle.
Okay.
We do one face up. Now these are special.
Ooh, they got 2 on one.
They often have 2. Not always, but often there are 2 stamps on them. So this one is going to go face up from that card, and then we're going to grab another one for this card, and it goes face down.
Why is the orientation horizontal then, or vertical?
We don't know what the orientation is going to be here, but every stamp has a number or 3 lines in the top right corner.
Okay.
And that's going to be the orientation that stamp has to go in your stamp book.
Oh, okay.
They will always have to have that.
Okay.
So we don't know. This could be this way, and that marker may be up in this corner. So it might be, what do you call that? Portrait, I guess.
Yes.
Or it could be landscape. We don't know because it's face down.
Okay, continue.
Okay, so we did those 2. Now we need 2 of these big ones. So up here, it's going to be a face down one. And then down here is going to be a face up.
Space!
And then we have 2 little squares, both face up. So this is the setup for each round. Then we have one of these, which is called a forever stamp. And it's a little 1x1, so it can help fill in some holes.
Okay.
And then notice over here in the corner, on this one, there is a large rectangle that indicates a visitor card. And so some of these are going to be specialists like this, which give you abilities throughout the game.
Okay.
Other ones are going to be exhibitors, which score you points for doing a certain type of activity. Each of us on our player boards starts with one exhibitor already.
Okay.
So I am going to be scoring points for monument stamps, and we'll talk about what monument stamps are. And you're going to be scoring points for flower stamps.
Okay.
This specialist
Yes, Legend. It is the Stonemeyer game.
Yeah. Yes. This specialist says, once during the collect phase, which is the first part of every day, that's what we're doing right now, you may add 2 items, stamps, or attendee cards face up from the supply to the pool. So if you have this specialist card, you can go grab 2 items. It could be whatever kinds you want from here or from that deck to add to the pool.
Okay.
So choices will be bigger.
Okay.
And it just says during the collect phase. It doesn't say at the beginning of the collect
Okay,
phase.
so it can happen like partway through.
Yes, because as soon as you collect this, you have it. It is yours. However, remember at the end of every collect phase, we're going to go into the I cut you choose, and you might be giving this up.
Okay.
But as long as you have it in your hand at the time, you get to do the thing.
Okay.
So if you grab that, you can add 2 more things right away. Okay, so that's all the stuff. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be selecting, and at the bottom of our player boards, you can kind of see down here, there are 6 spots. That's just to help us remember that we grabbed 6 things.
Okay.
They don't have any particular order. It's totally up to you. So we're going to each take turns grabbing one thing at a time. If you grab a face down thing, it will remain face down all the way through until the show phase where we're actually going to put stuff out.
Okay.
However,
Okay.
if you take it, you can look at it when you keep it, but you can't look at it and put it back.
Okay.
There is a specialist that allows you to do that.
Bye, Legends.
He's out.
He said he's back to work for 25 more minutes, but just in case Jess forgot, go team Gus or not.
Yes. I won't let you down. So there is a specialist that actually allows you to peek at a thing.
Okay.
And put it back down if you don't want it.
Okay.
But all the face down stuff, it's totally blind until you commit to taking it, and then you can look at it. But you keep it face down even during the swap phase. So when we divide things up, if I took some face down stuff, I know what it is. So when I put it into the divide piles, it's still going to be face down, and I know, but you won't until you decide to take that pile. Okay. So normally we're going to take 6 things, one each, back and forth, including this and including the first player marker.
Okay.
That goes in. You start.
Yes.
But first player may change depending on if somebody decides to take that as one of their things.
Okay. What does so it says show for 2 points.
That means if you have the first player marker during the show phase of each day, you get an extra 2 points because we're going to score points at the end of every day.
Okay.
Based on certain criteria. Okay. So we got everything set up. We're going through our collect phase. Remember, there is a special rule this round, however, that instead of taking 6 things, we take 5, and we reserve 1 fewer item. Okay, so what is reserving? When we take our 6 things, we are going to divide them up into 2 piles.
Yeah.
And we're going to take turns choosing from the piles that people have created during the swap phase.
Okay.
However, so each of those piles has to have at least 1 thing.
Okay.
But there's no limit. So you could have 1 and 4.
Okay.
Or 3 and 3, however you want to divide it up.
Okay.
But one of the things that you take, you are allowed to reserve so that you don't have to put it into the pile. You definitely will get to keep it.
But in this instance, we don't.
In this case, because of that rule for this round, because of slim pickings, we will not get to reserve anything.
Okay.
Because it says 1 fewer reserved things this round.
Got it.
So there might be a specialist that allows you to reserve more than 1 thing. So in that case, instead of getting to reserve 2, you would get to reserve 1. But yeah, so no reserving this round. The other rule about reserving is there's going to be rare stamps in here. And they're very obvious because they're metallic, they're beautiful. They also don't fit into any of the categories, which we haven't talked about, but we will in just a second. But they're also worth a lot of points. You are not allowed to reserve rare things.
What?
So if you
That's how you keep them special.
If you get a rare item, it has to go into the swap, including if it's a face down. So I may not know it's rare. You looked at it when you grabbed it, you know it's rare. You're not allowed to sneak it in there and go, oh yeah, I'm reserving this face down one.
Okay.
If it's rare, it can't go there.
Hey, that right.
All right, so what are these stamps and what are we looking at? Why might we want certain things? There are 5 color categories and 5 theme categories. So there's purple, yellow, blue, green, and brown. And what's great for colorblind, they made the borders around each color different.
Yes.
So you notice the yellow has the diagonal stripes, the red has these triangles, blue is rectangle. So each one's different, so you can see the different colors. James Brazil's here. What up, sir? Okay, so we got 5 different colors. And then we have 5 different themes: space, monuments, animals, flowers, and vehicles. So, for instance, this is a blue space. It's got a planet and some meteors and all that kind of stuff. This is a green, and it's a monument. It's the Arch in St. Louis. So we got flowers, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Besides the colors and the themes, there are numbers in the corners. Those are going to be points for us.
Yes.
Some of them have minus points. So apparently it's super common. It's not that great, but maybe it's the perfect stamp because of the theme or the color. But you're going to end up getting minus 2 points at the end. And then there's these ones that are called canceled stamps. And so canceled don't have a point value, but they do help for other things. So for example, we may be trying to go for some various scoring opportunities, and one of them is with canceled stamps, don't have it on the edge. Okay. Collect your 6 things, put them in their storage spots so you don't have to commit them to spaces yet. Once we have collected all of our things, we will divide them up into the 2 piles, except for any one thing that you decide to reserve. And then we're going to take turns choosing. Whoever had the first player marker after the collect portion. So you get to choose first because you're starting with this. But after that, you may not be first player going into the next phase, the swap. So we'll go into swap. We'll each choose a pile. And once we've chosen our pile, we get to keep the other pile of ours that's unchosen.
Okay.
And then we flip everything over and we go into the show phase. So now we're going to put everything into our grid here. Grids have the rules of everything has to go in the orientation where the point value or the canceled figure, the lines, is in the upper right corner. So this is fine. Can't do that.
Got it.
Typical rules: you can't go over the edge.
Yes.
You can't overlap tiles.
Do you have to start from bottom or up?
Nope. Put it anywhere you want. There are points for various things like canceled stamps, not on any edge.
Okay.
So every canceled stamp that you have not touching an edge could potentially score you 2 points.
Okay.
Complete edges. This is going to be the last thing that we're going to be scoring. So you may be trying to get the entire edges all covered with a stamp on every square.
Okay.
Large squares. So getting the big
stamps.
I think that's what that is.
It's not a square or area on your thing.
A group of stamps. Yeah, it doesn't say a group. So that one's just going to be the large squares in your...
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so as many of those as you have.
Okay.
As opposed to the small squares.
I'm ready.
And okay, so the last thing we're going to do at the end of every show phase, we each have 3 tickets. We are going to choose one of these 4 different events to go score at the end of that phase.
Oh, okay.
So we will only score 3 of these 4 things in the game.
Okay.
And the first time we score one, we're not going to have a whole lot of stuff because we only grab like 5 things. So you may choose one and like, I don't know that I'm going to do that great in that throughout the whole game. So maybe I'll just try that right now and I'll score a few points or I'll grab a large
Can you
square.
score the same thing multiple times?
Nope. You will score exactly 3 of these. You cannot duplicate.
Okay.
And it's once at the end of each round.
Okay.
And then once we do that, let me see what the other...
Ooh, James says, hey, David, I ordered Dickory and a few other games from New Mill Industries.
Oh, Dickory's so good.
You've been playing on BJ?
Yeah, I played with James. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
Okay, so the end of every show, place all your things, score. So we'll score points as shown on your exhibitors. So we will score this every round.
Okay.
And any others that we may have collected.
Okay.
If you have the first player token, you'll score 2 points for that. And then you'll choose one of the contests. That's the 3 things that we score each round.
Got it.
And then we'll start over with a new round. And then at the end, after the 3rd day, we're going to do one more scoring, which is going to involve the forever stamps, these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever has the most of those gets 10 points. Second place is 6 points. And third place is 3 points. And they say in a 2-player game, you're actually going to create a fictitious third person. And they have 3 forever stamps. So they are in the competition with you.
Okay.
So if you had 4 and I had 1,
they would
you would
second.
get first place. The fictitious person would take second, and I would end up in 3rd place.
Got it.
Stamp values at the end of the game, that's going to be the sum of all the numbers, including those minuses.
Mm-hmm.
Specialist cards, if there's any... Oh, they are worth 2 points each. And then the finale contest.
So the specialists only apply for that current round?
Nope, you get them forever.
Okay.
And you may lose them in the round when you're collecting it, but after that, if you end up with it, it's yours for the rest of the game.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so your first player. Choose...
Mysteries.
You're going mysteries. I like it. And you can look at it.
Oh.
So, you know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Which kind do you need?
Oh,
Monument.
and so let's talk real quick about these. So, second most abundant color. Makes sense, right?
Yes.
Whichever color you have the second most of. Theme sets. You have 1 stamp of each theme.
Got it.
So 5 different.
Got it.
Gets you 9 points per step.
That's why it's a lot.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to do. Especially
Large squares we're saying is the large square stamps.
4 points for each of those that you get.
Okay.
And then canceled stamps is... And so these ones that have 2 stamps on them, it's 1 tile, but it counts as 2 stamps for all of these kinds of things.
Understood.
Okay, well, I might as well go ahead and grab me a large square because those are worth points. All right, what would you like?
Mm, I want the
And so
two
that was a
player.
blue, and you have an unknown. Okay, so you have first player. And this could be something that you choose to reserve.
I cannot remember because of the
Oh, right,
event.
because of the event. Normally, this could be something that
Correct.
you would reserve, but you're going to have to put it into the swap pile.
Correct.
So I might take it.
Mm-hmm.
So you want, I want monuments.
Yeah. So that one right here looks good for you.
Is that what
St.
are you trying to direct me
Louis.
towards that?
St. Louis.
No, I'm going to take the other one.
Take the mysteries. Okay.
Well, I got the two.
Well, then I'll take it.
Oh, you taking my monument? How about jerks? All right, well, I'll take the Great Wall of China.
Okay.
Remember, we're only taking 5 things this round.
Mysteries.
So I have blue and I have red.
And you have a
And
mystery.
you don't know what this is.
So what happens to the stuff that we don't? All this stuff is going to get chosen, right?
No, because
Oh.
and that's why they have you take more cards per. So there will be a couple of things.
Will they roll over to next round or they get discarded?
Anything that's not chosen is discarded.
Okay.
So I'll take this. I'll get in on that forever stamp action.
Okay.
Go forever early. So you want flowers. All right, there's your last thing. Okay, so you have that. You could use it now, although since you've already grabbed 5 things.
No.
You love the mysteries.
Mysteries.
Have you looked at the other ones?
Yes.
Okay.
Crap.
Well, I don't want -2 points.
Cow. Cat cow.
So I'll take the canceled stamps.
The cat cow. Okay, so
All right.
all of this goes away.
All this goes away. And now, we would normally grab 6. We're only grabbing 5 because of the event. So you're going to divide these up into 2 piles.
Face up? Everything's face up?
Nope. Anything that's face down still remains face down.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a good chance you're going to want to take.
So on the theme itself, they have. It's not that same color background, correct?
Correct. You just have to kind of interpret. There will be colors, all the 5 colors in each of those themes. So you have to kind of interpret.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
what do I think that is? All right.
Okay.
I have made my 2 piles. And you took first player. So you are still first chooser. So choose one of those 2 piles, and it will be yours.
One of your piles or my piles?
One of yours. You cannot choose from your own.
Oh. Okay. I'm taking this pile.
That's yours. You can't choose from your own.
Oh.
Good job. All right, so take one of these 2.
Okay, I'm taking this pile.
Okay, so this one becomes mine because you didn't choose it. And then I will choose one of yours. Oh, you put that monument over there. All right. Tempter, you can have first player. All right, now all the face up stuff or face down stuff becomes face up. Ooh, another monument. Thank you. And now we play.
Look at the flowers. The flowers.
All right, so.
Hi, baby. Everyone
this
say
game-
hi to SB because she loves you all.
There's no minuses for holes. There's no pluses for holes. But there are sometimes cards that, some of these, that might say stamps that are completely surrounded score you points. Or your largest grouping of rectangles. So I don't want...
What am I do this?
I don't want any of my canceled stamps
Do
touching the edge. So we're going to do that. And I didn't say it, but the timing is good because we're still in the first round. Once you place stuff, you cannot move it for the rest of the game.
Okay.
So once it's there, it's there. Okay, and then we will choose something to score. So I could do second most color themed set. No, I only have 3, so that's not worth anything. I could score this. That's 4.
Thank you so
I could
much
score
for the
that.
stream updates, Tangy, and for the SB girl.
Hope you're doing good, Tangy.
Mm, 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 mm.
All right. Which do I want to score?
Ace. Yes. Hmm. Okay.
I'm gonna score large squares. I probably will get 1 or 2 more throughout the game, but I don't have to worry about grabbing that size. So I'll get 4 points for that.
Okay. I'm gonna do the canceled stamps because I have 3.
Okay, so
So
that's
6.
6. You have the first player marker, so that's a bonus of 2 more.
Okay.
And then we each look at our exhibitors. So I get 1 point for every monument. I have 3 monuments.
And I have 1 point for every flower, and I have 2 flowers.
2 flowers. Okay. All right. That is the first round. So we did collect, we did swap, we did show. Now we go on to Saturday.
Okay.
So we get 2 more events. And remember, we hide the text of the bottom card. So this time we have hidden gems. During round setup, flip the face up and face down orientation of stamps shown on event cards.
Ooh.
So we're going to do the opposite of what this says.
Okay.
All right. So normally all these rectangles would all be face up. They are all going to be face down.
Mysteries.
So that is our circles. 4 face down. Okay. Then we have
1 face up.
that one will be face up.
1 face down.
And this one will be face down. Okay.
1 face up. No, face down.
That'll be face down.
That one face up.
This one face up. Okay. And
Both
then
face
these
up.
will both be face up. Thank you. We have 1
Infinity. And 1
and 1 visitor.
visitor.
It's another specialist.
As I say.
When scoring each round, your forever stamps each score 1 point for each of your exhibitor cards.
What does
So
that
that
mean?
would be currently you have 1 forever stamp and you have 1 exhibitor card. So that would be 1 point. If you were to grab this, you would get 2 points. If you got a second exhibitor card, now it's 2 times 2.
Got it.
So that's what that one will do. That would be great to just rack up as many forever stamps as you can.
Okay. Back to me.
All right, we're going into collect. And now we will collect 6 things.
Okay.
Going back to standard mode.
Mysteries.
Um,
Take in the mystery.
yeah. So if I'm thinking about trying for this, I have got space, monuments, and flowers,
I've got
which are all the things that are face up. Space, monuments, flowers. Huh. Okay.
theme. I got theme almost on lock. So what color? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need blue.
I already did the large squares, so I don't really care about that.
Wait, no, I don't need blue. I need brown. That's brown.
We'll take this one. No. We'll take this one. Okay. Done. Your turn.
I need brown.
Oh, and this goes back out.
Oh, right. Oh, I didn't even look
I
at
like
the
that
other
they
one.
make this worth points.
Mysteries.
Because this isn't necessarily like super critical.
Yeah.
But it's worth 2 points. And if you can keep it throughout the game, that's
Huge.
huge. All right. So I got that.
I will say, okay, this is just me. I will say on the player aid, I wish they didn't have the icons in the stamps. I wish they just had the color.
Oh.
Because that's confusing to me.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Because this is a vehicle, but this is not a monument that, like, I would think of it as like parallel to.
Mm.
So it's like, just leave it as the color, purple, yellow, blue, green, brown, because then I'm looking over here and I'm like, is that brown? No, is that blue? That's supposed to be blue because of this, right?
Yeah,
And these two are blue.
all three of those are blue.
Yeah. So that's just me on the player aid. It's just like, oh, that's I understand what they were going for, but or have it be just the color on one and then have the animals like void of color so people see like the animals. But I understand what they did that because they just grabbed whatever the
Yeah.
stamps were. So uh,
All right. It's a lot of mystery out there. I got green going, so I'm wondering if that might be a good second most color situation. So we'll take that.
mystery. Okay.
Did you take that other forever? Oh.
I did. You didn't see me?
No, I didn't. You're sneaky. Let's take this. Okay.
Specialist.
Um. So remember that's still down here. That's
Oh,
one of
I
your
know. I
six.
know. I just there's
Gotcha.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll do it because it's what the rules say.
Okay. You love that first player.
It's points. Points is points. Oh man, so I learned how to play arcs this week, friends. Um, it's fun if you like the strategy kind of combat type game.
All right.
Leader did really well with that one. I will say that there is a point in the game where you can actually vie for first player. Like you can make that happen. So I liked it. So this is kind of giving me that whole like, yes, I want this thing. We'll do.
We haven't seen any rare stamps yet. Maybe I didn't shuffle these.
Oh, lovely. Come
All right, let me
on
give it a shuffle at
now.
least for the last round. Okay, so you're first. Choose a stack.
There, I'll do that. I'll be nice. Did you shuffle? Are you shuffling them now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, come to think of it, I think when I was punching this out, the rares were like on a separate punch board, so they probably got all stuck together. Which one do you want?
This one.
Okay. This will be mine. And then... Oh, you separated that specialist.
Because I already scored this, it doesn't matter now if I have canceled stamps on the edge.
Correct.
Okay.
The one thing to remember is complete edges is something that we're still shooting for the end of the game.
Oh, it's a walrus, everybody. Walrus.
All right. So this would be 2 points for being first player, but this I want more stamps, so I'm gonna take this. So those are yours. What did I get? Ooh, another monument.
Thank you. I'm glad you got this one.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be a game that's going to be better with 3 or 4. Just so you have all of the options of piles to choose from.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
James likes walruses and points.
1, 2, 3. That's green. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second most abundant. 1, 2. 1, 2. So it's 8 there.
So green is definitely your most.
I know. I'm trying to look at second. It's either purple or brown or yellow. So that would give me.
How's your
2,
diversity
2,
in
2,
sets?
2.
Do you
I have
have all?
1. I have a set. But I'm thinking I might try to get a second set.
Ooh,
Right?
9 points. Yeah,
Right?
you never know. Or large square. Yeah, you already have 2 large squares. I mean, that might be a good one to score right now. Oh, your second most will probably get you the same, right?
Correct.
Okay. Gave those a little shuffle. See if that does any better. Let me place some stamps.
Oh, that's right. Doesn't matter. That's right, because the canceled edges doesn't matter. That's right. Okay.
There.
2. Yeah, that's 2. Large squares also give me 2.
There.
Yeah. Okay. I think I know what I'm going for. Legend says, I'll be your third player, Gus.
All right. Let's do it.
We have to fly to Hawaii first.
Ooh, let's do it. The 10 points for each completed edge. That's worth more than a few canceled stamps. What am I? Oh man, which one am I gonna skip? This is what's great, like because there's 4. So which one am I gonna skip?
And these are always random, right?
Yeah, there's quite a few of them.
Yeah.
10 points for a completed edge is pretty big. All right, let's just do it. There's 2 completed edges, so. All right, I like that. Okay, so canceled stamps. I only have 2 themes. I think I have 1. I have a vehicle. I have an animal. Second most color is not fantastic. All right, I'm gonna do themes. So I take 9, which I have 7. Puts me there.
My second most is 2, so I have 8.
2 for 8 puts you at 18. You have first player. Monuments. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. What do you got for flowers?
1, 2, 3. 3.
3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that was showing for Saturday.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
The specialist.
Yeah.
When scoring each round, your forever stamps each score 1 point for each of your exhibitor cards.
So one forever and 1 exhibitor. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's only 1 per exhibitor, right? Not 1 for the exhibitor and 1 for the forever.
Right.
Okay.
So each stamp scores 1 point.
And then at the end of the game, this counts as 2?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, you want to set us up?
Okie dokie. This way or this way?
The way where only 1 text shows.
Okay.
Yep.
This one's called Jackpot!
Jackpot!
Ding, 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 ding! At the start of the collect phase, which is right now, each player reveals 1 additional item from the supply and adds it to the pool face up. Each player collects 7 items and reserves 1 more item.
Oh, we forgot about reserving in the last round.
Ah, poop!
We would have got to keep one of those things. I totally forgot about that piece.
Ah!
Oopsies.
Game's rigged.
Well, it's going pretty quick, so who knows? Maybe we will play a second game.
Okay.
Okay, so let's set up the pool, and then we'll choose.
Okay. So this is as is, where it's not opposite day.
Okay. So we need 4 of these, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let you set those up.
Face up,
And then
face
2
down,
of these, both
face up.
There's a warthog.
It's Pumbaa. Face down,
Okay, 2 of those,
face down, face down,
2 of these.
face up.
No forevers, but
Oh,
2.
it's a poopy. It's a little poopy.
All right, so this time we have a specialist and an
And
exhibitor.
no forever stamps.
Nope.
Oof.
Okay, bring the first player in. Now we each get to choose.
Exhibitor per brown stamp. Oh, snap.
Yeah. What are you sitting at? 2 of those. I've got
No,
2
I only have
as
one.
well.
I only have. Oh, we have 2.
Yeah, you got 2.
Okay.
All right. So we each choose a thing to bring in. What
What's
would you
the
like?
specialist say first?
Oh, specialist. After you cut, if one of your piles has fewer than 2 visible themes, you may draw and reserve 1 stamp face up.
Ooh, nice. I'm gonna take one of these.
Okay. And so you're adding that into the choices, and we added in
Face up.
face up.
Bam.
Okay. You haven't done the large squares. I don't know if you're going for that, so I'm not going to do that. I'll do
this
one of these.
thing.
Ooh, and it's a brown one too. Or do I want to do?
No, you did it. You did it.
Shoot, I should have done a forever stamp.
It's me because I was first player again.
Yes. So now we choose 7 things this round, and we get to reserve 2.
Mysteries. Oh, you would like this stamp.
1, 2, 3, 4. Is it a manatee?
You would like this stamp.
Still no rares. I shuffled them.
Mm-hmm.
So I scored themes, I scored squares, so I either need cancel stamps not touching an edge, which I've kind of shot myself. So I think I'm going for this. I've got 4 yellows. I've currently got 2 browns, so I'm going to take this one that has 2 brown on it.
Wait, so purple, yellow, blue, green, brown. Okay. Hmm.
What you gotta do? Alright, grab this. Get them brown stamps. Isn't the artwork in this cool? I love all these little stamps. They're really fun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll take this one. It's got a monument. It's yellow. Let's keep going. Monuments.
Mysteries. Ooh.
Ooh. I'm getting a lot of canceled stamps. Maybe I actually want to stick those. No, don't do it. Stick with the plan. So let's get max coverage. Okay. 5, 2 more things.
Puppy.
I'll take the specialist.
Mysteries.
And go here. Okay.
So we can put something in our reserve right now.
We can put 2 things this time. because of the jackpot. So maybe the jackpot's like the opposite of that other one where we were one
Right.
fewer. So I'm definitely keeping this. You do not get this exhibitor. It's meal.
Okay.
And I think I want to do
Boom.
that to kind of keep rolling with that. So those are two things I'm keeping. So.
This goes away.
Oh yes. Thank you.
Yay.
Okay, so I gotta put that there. Um. So I currently have this specialist. It's still mine.
Mm-hmm.
After I cut, if one of your piles has fewer than 2 visible themes, you may draw and reserve 1 stamp face up. So I have one of my piles that has. Oh no, I don't have either of these that has fewer than 2. So that doesn't count. Okay. Your first player. Choose wisely.
I like a lot of things. I wanted the stuff with a lot of things.
Ugh, I don't want this specialist.
Ugh.
Ugh. Okay.
That's pretty.
2 points for first player, or that will get me a point, and hopefully help me surround things. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, and swap is done. Now we show. Can I? It was the manatee. You know me all too well. Oh, love.
Uh-huh. You got all 4?
All 4 sides.
Nice. Good job.
The last thing that we're going to be competing in is complete edges. And I
Good
got
job.
all 4. I've
Can
got
I
a
get
big hole in the
3?
center.
I can get 3.
Okay, so I guess I want to do second most because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 yellows.
I wanna
1,
do-
2, 3, 4, 5 browns. So this
Purple,
worth
yellow,
1
blue,
point.
green, brown. Purple,
My second most had
yellow,
5 stamps.
blue, green, brown. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one.
Did you do it twice?
Yeah, I think so. Check, please.
So it wasn't color, it was theme.
Oh, yes, I think so. Space.
Space 2 for sure.
Monuments.
1,
2.
2. Okay.
Aminals.
A lot.
Flowers.
A lot.
Vehicles.
So there's 1 there and 1 there. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. So you did it 2 full themes. So that's 18.
Yep.
All right. So that is
34.
plus 8, 42. Ooh. Okay. So the other things we score are 2 points for being first player. And then
Our
our
exhibitors.
So 1 point per monument. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And then I have 5 brown stamps.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get the 4.
4. And then,
And then
this
this,
goes on.
yeah.
Yep, perfect.
And then flowers for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have this one still. 1 point for each exhibitor, which is 1.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the end of the third day. So now we go into final show, which is where we're going to do the end game scoring. All right, so end game, we do our forever stamps. So I have one,
I have one.
you have one, and we battle against the fictitious third player who has three.
Dang it.
So first goes to them.
Okay.
We each get 6.
Okay. One. Put mine on the 5.
Okay. And the rules say you get the points for whatever place you're tied in, and then there
Oh.
is no next position. So there would be no third place. So we each get 6, and then there's
Got it.
So it doesn't do the add and divide.
Legend says his dad had a stamp collection, but he doesn't know who has it now. Ooh.
That would be fun to hunt down.
Yeah.
See if there's
So glad
anything.
work is done for you, Legends.
All right, stamp values. So now go around all your stamps and add up the numbers.
Okay. 2.
15.
I have 10.
Okay. Specialist cards. I have 1 for 2 points.
I also have 1 for 2 points.
Okay. And then finale contest. And this is where I go. Whoosh. So 40 points for that, which puts me at
37,
So I'm at
47,
20.
57, 67. Yep.
okay,
I had 30,
30. So that puts you at
47.
47.
Dang.
And that is stamp swap.
Okay, I should have looked at that better and not done this at the beginning. But
It was hard because this one's like, oh, it's right there. I can like easily go
Right.
grab some points. Yeah.
got it.
I was starting to do that one, and then it just said forget.
GG's, everybody.
And that is stamp swap.
GG's. Do you want to do it again?
I'm hungry.
Okay, that's fine.
To be honest.
So, yes. So, overall thoughts. I like this. This definitely is a little bit simpler than Fit to Print, I would say.
Yes. That's what I thought too.
Similar gameplay.
But without the tension of the time.
Correct. This is very much more relaxing, chill. I definitely would see a benefit of having more players because it's like, how are they going to cut and choose and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
I could play this a little bit. It's interesting with 2 because I could kind of try to see what you might choose.
Right.
Knowing that you have to choose
Right.
one of those. Yeah.
And also for me, when it comes to like spatial puzzles, I always think in terms of like adjacency. So I'm always like, this has to pile together and then
Right.
this has to pile, or building off what I've already placed. So when you were like, they can go anywhere, I was like, no, they can't go anywhere.
Too much freedom.
Too much freedom. But I could see it as people thinking like, this is okay. Like I like because of not having them be adjacent, because that also can be difficult for some players, right? Like you have to play it adjacent to what you've already played. So that was nice.
There's a lot of it. So in each of these, we got second most per stamp. So that could be anywhere. But this one is three points for each group of a color. And a group is at least one stamp. It could be totally by itself.
Okay.
But if it's touching another stamp, so even if it's like just one thing, this is now a group. So you want all the colors like totally away from each other. With
I
that.
see. Okay.
One color in a group. So this one is you just want one big group
Of the singular
of
color.
a singular color.
Ooh, that would be difficult because there's so many. And especially if there's like mystery color, like mystery, the stamps being face down, you don't know.
Yeah, so you're trying to go after one heart color.
Hey, Deadpan, welcome in.
Heads up, Deadpan.
Did you say heads up?
Heads up, Deadpan.
Heads
No.
up,
Hey,
Deadpan.
what's up? That sounds ominous.
He's like, what did I do?
Small squares in one group. So each of them have any rectangles in a group. So that's kind of fun. Canceled stamps that have groups of 2 or more.
Okay.
So there's a lot of them where there is adjacency that matters.
Yeah.
We just happen to get none of those.
Right.
So that was interesting. So this game would be very different, right? If we got any of those to come up.
Yeah.
Empty regions. So
For
you would
the
have
final?
one empty region.
Oh, I see. You would have one empty region.
I would have 2.
Why?
Because there's one square right
Oh,
here.
jeeps.
So you would be trying to play it totally differently, right? You'd be trying to create a bunch of little.
Sure.
one by one holes. So you'd be trying to create as many of those as you could.
Got it.
Surrounded stamps. This is what we had in the game that I played at OrcaCon.
Uh-huh.
So every single orthogonal edge has to be surrounded by either the edge of your board or other stamps.
Uh-huh.
So like this one is surrounded, this one's
But the
not.
space one's not.
The space one is not correct because there's one square there.
Okay.
So that's where those forever stamps
Interesting.
can help plug some of those holes. So yeah, the game's gonna play very, very differently.
Right.
Especially because the whole like you only choose 3 of those.
Right.
And in the first
I
round,
think
it's
my
like,
family would like this. I think like my cousin and my mom and like
yeah,
I think they would like it. Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah. So, but because like I said, there's not like there's not an adjacency thing because we're with my family. We played a lot of stuff on Zoom during the pandemic, and a lot of the games we play would be like Second Chance or Patchwork, Doodle, and so it was like adjacency mattered, you know, for point scoring. So that I think that was a big barrier for a lot of them that they were like, oh dang it, like I have to draw this next to this. And then some of them were so freeform that they were like, whatever. And it's like, no, you want the least amount of empty squares, not the most amount of empty squares.
And I mean, look
So-
how much space we each had left
Yeah.
over at the end of the game. So you're
Right.
really only going to fill up half of your space.
Yeah.
So if you have a bunch of little holes, as long as that's not hurting something here,
Correct.
that's totally fine. Yeah,
Correct.
you know, some of the family members, they really struggle with leaving a lot of holes.
Yeah. They're like, actually, you could have rotated that, put it over here. So I think this one, like, not having that be a requirement, I think would be a much better for them. So, and yeah, the artwork's approachable and everything. I mean,
Did the specialist make
look
sense?
at that melody.
That's a good one. Or we gotta find a rare stamp.
Oh, yeah, I need to see what these rare stamps are that don't exist.
There's
Yeah.
a rare.
James is like, oh my gosh. Look at that, friends. It's so shiny.
There's another rare. So they have big points. 8, 12.
Wow.
They have no theme and no color. So they don't help.
Are they just chocolates? Are each one of these chocolates? Oh my gosh. Is this like a Willy Wonka themed game?
Why do you think I love it?
Timothy Chalamet.
Timotei.
Timote.
Let's see. Oh, here's. They are all chocolates.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, that is
So here's
hilarious.
some of the.
Bye, legends. Have fun at game night.
See it. Ooh, that's fun. Have a good time.
Or at the board game store. I don't know if you're doing game night or you're just shopping, but
Going to buy Stamp Swap.
going to buy Stamp Swap. That is so funny. I was
So,
like, this
I
one
didn't
looks like a
notice that.
chocolate. But yeah, that's funny.
So yeah, they have no theme, no color, but they could count for things like large squares.
Sure.
But they give you big points. So at the end,
Yeah.
you know, I got like 15, I think, or something, 14, and you had 10. Like we were,
Yeah.
if we had a couple of these in play,
Right.
it also makes it really juicy with the
Yeah.
file. So I'm bummed that none of these came out. So if you want to play again, we could totally play again. This is pretty quick.
Okay. I would like to.
Okay, let's go for it.
And that way you don't have to explain. It's just, let's just go, but don't take your turns forever.
All right. I feel like I was moving pretty fast.
Uh-huh. Hi, Panda!
Panda's here?
Panda's here. Time to restart.
All right,
Exactly.
we definitely got to play again. We got to hang out with all these wonderful people.
Panda, 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 panda.
Where are all the squares you got?
I'm shuffling.
Here, I got more squares for you.
Shuffling. Where's the
another.
rares?
Here's another square. 2 squares.
Put the rares in here. Man.
All right, let's get some rectangles. Yeah, so at 2 players, this plays pretty quick. Even at 3 players, it didn't take very long, which is nice. It's like, let's go again. So this plays up to 5. So I could see 5 players being, you know, an hour,
Yeah.
but it's not super slow. The only piece that's like,
It's the AP part.
yeah, when you're trying to decide, like, splitting up your piles, that happens simultaneously. Everybody's doing that at the same time. Putting them out here, that happens simultaneously. So the only piece that's like one at a time is just the collect phase at the beginning.
Okay.
Shuffle just real quick. Shuffle these up.
Here.
And these. Oh, and I did do this a little bit wrong. It didn't affect the game because we got enough cards.
What?
The card that the text wasn't shown is supposed to go back into the draw pile.
Oh, at the bottom, at the top, or what?
It just says back into the draw pile.
Okay.
So,
I mean, we had enough cards.
yeah, I think that's probably more important for a higher player count game where you're pulling 4 or 5 cards every round.
Got it.
But in a 2-player game, it wasn't that big a deal.
So, anyone in the chat, has anyone played this game? If so, tell us what your thoughts are on it. David will also put in new end round objectives.
And I'd be really curious to hear other I Cut You Choose games that you like.
Right.
That was one of the reasons why earlier we were talking about that. One of the reasons that I really was pumped about this one is because we don't have any I Cut You Choose games.
Correct.
And so this had a fun mechanic that was kind of new to our collection. I'm glad that you liked it. I thought it was fun.
It's going to be interesting to try to get my brain around the adjacency doesn't matter.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what's about to come out in the goals. Okay, so we'll take these off. Oh, we got some stamps up there too. Now we're fine.
That's fine. We don't need those. At first, I thought this was your ticket up there. I was like, what?
I start with 1 extra on the board.
James asked if we've tried any Tussie Mussy. Have
No.
not.
Always heard good. So
Right.
that might be one that we gotta.
And that's a button shy game.
We did get a bunch of button shy at PAX
We did.
that I gotta.
I don't know. Was that there?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 colors, 2 points per stamp.
That's right, James. New York Slice I've played.
I have not.
That one's fun. It makes you
Second
hungry.
most abundant. Oh, we already played something like that.
It makes you hungry.
1 theme, 3 points per stamp.
Okay.
This was okay. Yellows. There's a group. Small squares in 1 group.
Ooh.
2 points per stamp. Canceled stamps, 2 points per separate group. And a group is established by just 1 stamp
Oh.
being in. So
Interesting.
you want as many and 1 by 2 holes.
Oh, God.
All right, this is very different. I love it. Am I first player this time?
Yes.
Okay. Let's
We don't need this.
We don't need that. What are...
Hey, if you want to hand me the tile tray,
Oh,
it can
here.
help.
Why don't we take different boards, too?
Oh, okay.
So we can have a different...
Whole new game. A whole new game. Everybody sing with me. We're playing Stamp Swap tonight with you.
If I can get these out. There we go.
I want some chocolate stamps. Give me.
All right, you want vehicles,
Stamps.
and I want animals.
I feel like this is opposite. I feel like.
Okay.
Thank you.
You can have animals, and I want vehicles.
All right. Do you want to give me the stamp tray?
Oh, sure. We do need that. Okay, so here is our rewarding finds. During the collect phase, that's the first part of every round, players score 2 points each time they select a face down stamp. Oh. So we'll another face down one of those. So 2 of those both face up.
Oh, hello, chocolate.
Hey, there's a rare.
Hello, chocolate.
My old friend. Two squares face up.
Hello, chocolate, my old friend.
Two little squares, one face up, one face down. So what we're doing, if you came in later, these event cards tell you the layout of the stamps that you're going to have available for collecting this round. So the back, the ones that show the back, two forevers and one attendee. Show you if it's white, put it face up. If it shows the back, you put it face down, and it's a mystery grab. All right, and then first player's in there as well. Specialist, you may reserve rare stamps during the swap phase. This does not allow you to reserve additional items.
Good night, Tangy.
See you, Tangy.
Say hi to the sissy for us.
So normally you are not allowed to reserve rare stamps. They have to go into your swap piles.
Right.
But this specialist
allows you to do it. Nice. All right, go first.
So 2 colors
per
one theme. Well, I guess I might.
Wait. So that is if you have two different colors on a single tile, or is that two?
This one? Yeah. No, this is take your 2 highest colors that you have.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you.
Small squares. So small squares in a group. Should I just go with that?
Chocolate.
Ooh, getting that
sweet chocolate.
Sweet chocolate. Well, I'll grab a vehicle.
Mysteries.
And small squares. Let's go.
I don't like anything I'm drawing. Mystery is crazy. Panda says she can't hear anything because she's at game night with John and Jose.
Oh, I want to be at game night with John and Jose. We'll do the specialist. You can't take my rare stamps if I choose to reserve them.
First player.
All right. Okay.
Space.
All right. So we both have 6.
Wait, what is this one?
Yeah, that's one of my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I know, but what does it say? You can reserve an additional thing?
No, I can reserve rare stamps.
Oh, I see.
If I have them.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so these are out. All right, so reserve something and split up the rest.
Puppy. Puppy, puppy, puppy. Puppy, 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 puppy.
Okay, you're first.
Oh, you reserve the rare aminal, you butt.
What? It's not rare.
Or aminal, I mean.
Oh.
I'm gonna take this because there's a lot.
Okay. Those will be mine. Ooh, that's a good split, sweetheart.
I know. You're welcome.
Oh.
Da, 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 da.
Dang.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Animals
I'm
are
gonna
great.
take this one. I'm gonna take first player.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, okay.
All right. Got a boat. Hey, that's a vehicle. That's good for me. All right, so we want 1x2 holes.
And rare is not considered a theme, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
This is gonna be interesting trying to create 1x2 holes. Oh, and what's our group? Small squares in a group. Okay. And a group, so these three are adjacent. That counts as adjacent still in a group. Better. Corner to corner does not count
As adjacent?
as adjacent.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing swap. We're into show. What do I want to score? So theme wise, space would give me 6. That's not terrible. Canceled stamps and separate groups. I'm not super feeling that one. That's only 2 points.
I think I'm doing this one. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum,
This is the
bum,
hard
bum,
part. The
bum,
first one is
bum.
always the
Bum,
hardest
bum,
one.
bum, 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 bum. So shiny. So shiny. Yeah. There we go.
All right.
Choose, choose, choose.
I'm gonna do the same. Okay, so I have 6.
I also have 6 because I have 6 monuments.
Okay, so we score our exhibitors. I have 2 vehicles.
I have none, thank you.
No animals for you.
Took my warhog.
And then
First player goes to you.
first player, I have 2 points.
And then we did our
And it's-
contest. So we
and your
did this
special-
out of order, by the way.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
We did it out of order, by the way.
Thank you. I was like, where is that? There's the scoring for each round. Your specialist does not allow you to score anything. You get to do something else because of that. Okay,
Correct.
great. So on to Saturday.
Saturday, Saturday.
Oh, it's jackpot again. At the start of the collect phase, each
Cha-ching.
player reveals an additional item and adds it to the pool face up. Each player collects 7 items and reserves an additional. Okay, so 4 of those. And then 2 of the others, the long ones, 1 face down, 1 face up. 2 squares, big squares, 1 face down, 1 face up. 2 small squares, both face up. And 2 attendees. Okay, we got 2 more specialists. And then the first player.
No forever stamp.
No forever stamps. So you're currently winning that one. Specialists. At the start of each of your turns during the collect phase, you may view a face. Oh, we got to add a thing.
What?
For jackpot, we each get to choose something to add in.
Oh,
So,
oh.
Was I first
gonna,
player?
yes, you go first. Which one do you want?
I'm gonna add in a forever stamp.
Oh, you can?
Any of the things.
Oh. I'm gonna add a face up small square.
Okay. All right. That's okay.
Yep.
And then
Choose.
So at the start of each of your turns during collect phase, you may view a face down stamp in the pool. Okay. So if you grab this first,
I could do it.
you could be doing it immediately.
Okay.
At the start of your turn during the swap phase, you may view all of the face down stamps in front of one player.
Not including yourself, or does it include
Well, you
yourself?
already know all of yours.
Oh,
So
correct.
this is helping you see
Correct.
what others might be doing. So I'm going to take this because that's cool. All right, what would you like?
Where are all the animals in here?
There's one right there. It's an anteater.
Oh, okay. At first I thought that was something. I thought it was a monument of some kind.
It's a weird looking drawing of an anteater.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's two vehicles. Not face down, but it's juicy.
Juicy. Two colors. What colors do I have? I have brown, yellow, and purple.
True.
Nope, I'm taking the forever stamp.
Come on.
Sun.
All right, so I'm gonna use my power to peek. Hi, puppy.
Hi, puppy.
Oh, really? Let's
Hi. Hi, sweet girl.
take this.
Hi. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum,
You need to go outside.
ba-da-dum, 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 meow, meow, meow. Do-do-doop, 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 doop-doop-doop. I picked.
Okay.
Oh, and this is still available.
I'm gonna look at this. Yeah. Oh, this is the time we get to draw 7 things.
Oh, yeah, because it's jackpot.
Jackpot! All right. Um.
Okay, that goes away.
All right. So you get to reserve 2 things.
Yep.
Reserve that.
Okay.
All right. Me first. Um.
Okay. Doing this one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Points is points, man. Points is points.
Yeah,
Okay.
this power is
What
sweet.
am I gonna buy?
All right. How do I make more? Do I want?
Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. I think she went to the bathroom.
Okay. All right.
And you said touching diagonally does not count? Okay. I think I want them to go up here.
All right. What am I gonna score?
Okay, so
One, two, three, four, five. That's not bad. So what?
I have. So I think the two colors. Is that groups of two colors?
No, it's just the top two colors that you have. So you have
Oh,
one, two,
okay.
three, four yellow,
4 yellow or 2
and
brown or 2 purple.
yeah, so 4 + 2, 6.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5. 5 green, 3 brown. So it's
I think I'm gonna score.
16.
I think I'm gonna score. Oh wait,
I think I can do this. I'm
small.
gonna do
So what does small squares in one group mean?
so touching. So this is one group where all these small squares are all touching each other.
Okay.
So you want your small squares to all be together.
Okay. Nope, that's not happening.
So I'm gonna do canceled as well. Oh no, I think cancel gets me 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 10. Two colors gets me 16. We're doing that. Okay, so two colors I
Nope,
have.
nope. Do exhibitors first, please,
Oh,
because we're over here.
okay. So following the show, exhibitors. What do you got?
Animals. 1, 2. I have 2 animals.
2 animals. Okay.
This was a terrible board. Why'd you have me switch?
I have vehicles. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
All right. First player. You have it for 2. And then contest, I chose the 2 colors. So I have green, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and brown, which is 1, 2, 3. So I have 8 for 16 points. 5, 10, 15, 16. And you got canceled stamps?
Yep.
Right? So what do you got?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate groups.
5 for 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Sunday. Let's go.
Goes back.
All right. Hands to shake. At the start of the collect phase, reveal 2 additional attendee cards from the deck and add them to the pool. We're going to have a lot of attendees. All right. So 4 of those again. 1 up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down. Okay. Both ups. Okay. 1 up, 1 down. In a higher player count game, you're going to get more rare stamps because you just put out many more. One of those, we get 2 of these, as well as 2 additional for the hands to shake.
Dang, that's a lot.
Exhibitors. Okay. And you're first. So specialists. When scoring each round, your forever stamps are each score 1 point. So like that, we had that last round.
Okay.
At the end of the collect phase, you may swap a stamp in your daily collection with one in another player's daily collection. So before we go to swap, you can swap.
Got it. Mm, mm.
I love the that you can't rotate these.
Yeah.
Like that's a great challenge to this.
Wait, question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you have more stamps than I do?
I've collected them that way.
Were you able to add one more?
It all depends on the splits and what you choose.
Oh, that's true. Okay. I'm gonna take this one.
All right, so I still have this power, so I can do a little peeking. Take that. So I've done theme and I've done colors. So now I think I'm working on this one. So I'm gonna peek at this. It is. I am going to take this. Um, take this. Mm,
We only take 6 things, right?
yep.
Ooh, pretty.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you have 6?
Yep.
All right. So nobody took first player. There are end of the game. How to play. Okay, at the end of the collect phase, if the first player token is still in the pool, the last player to select an item gains the token and places it beneath their daily collection. They will keep it for the rest of the round. It will not be counted among the items they have to swap. So it's just becomes mine. Okay. So reserve.
Can you reserve exhibitor cards?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we get to reserve one thing.
this together?
Yeah.
Oh no. All right.
Okay.
Oh, this is garbage.
Oh, there is a rule that I didn't state, and I apologize if this would have changed anything you would have done. I don't think it would. At any point, if you can't place a stamp, you can just discard it for the points value of it.
Okay.
You just don't get it for anything else. All right, I think that's what I can do. Not sad about that. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this one.
Oh, yeah. Move into swap to show. And I'm going for the small squares.
Okay.
Because the cancel stamps I have 1, 2, 3.
Okay, we're doing exhibitors.
4, 5, 6. That would be 12. Okay, yeah. All right, exhibitors. Vehicles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, still 5.
I got hosed on animals. I have 2 animals.
The whole time.
The whole time. That was garbage.
I have 2 animals. No, I have 3 animals.
You're brown. Brown.
Okay, brown. I've got 1, 2, 3. 3.
All right. Yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
All right. First player.
First player is me.
That seems weird. If no one chose it, it just defaults to you.
It defaults to the next person to the left of the one, and it can't be taken. So try to.
But no, it said whoever had it last, and you had it last.
No, it's defaults to the person to the left of the person that had it last, and you had it last.
I did.
You?
I don't know if I did.
Was I first? Maybe I was first.
Yeah. I think.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. Doesn't
I did
matter.
have it a lot. So
Doesn't matter.
it's quite possible.
Okay. Contest. So I did the 2
Oh, that's right, because I tried to
colors.
make this juicy and you didn't want it.
So I did the 2 colors. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 3 is 9. So 18.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay.
Nice. And I did the small squares in one group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as well.
10.
Oh, 10. Thank you. So 20.
You're on the 10.
Okay.
And I get.
I think I'm 1 back. I think I was at 39.
Okay. And then I get my forever stamp score 1 point for each of my exhibitor cards. So I get 4 more.
4 more.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. And I don't have that. All right. Final show. Forever Stamps. You have
Round 2.
second place to the third or the fictitious person.
Right, so I
So
get
you get
6.
sixth. And
You
I have
get
third
3.
place for 3. Okay, and then
Stamp your values.
Count them all up.
Gosh.
$36, $3, $15. 36.
Nice.
So that's
36 and 12 is 48.
8
I have 18.
plus
8.
8,
24.
26.
26.
Okay.
Specialists.
2 points each. So I get 2.
I have 4.
All right, and then the finale, 1 by 2 holes.
You got me on there.
I did pretty well at that.
Yep. I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
For 12?
Yep.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7,
You wins!
8,
Yay!
9. I have 9.
GG's, everybody. GG's, everybody. All right, let's get back up to the top here. That was Stamp Swap.
Stamp swap, 2 rounds, and that was
Man, maybe
35
minutes? Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, that's super fast. Like I said, I would be curious to see how it would go with more players.
Yeah, when there's more of the choices, it's
Right.
great. So this would be a fun one to play with family.
So, question, in the more players, do the 2 options, there's still only that same set of stamps that come out? Or does
No,
it
so
depend?
this is always player count for cards. So if we were playing a 3-player game, we would have 3 cards.
I see. Okay. Because I was like, that doesn't seem like that many would be left over.
So there'll always be like 1 or 2 things left over, something like that.
Okay.
Because this has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. So each of these has 6 things on it. And then the first player marker goes in. So there'll always be at least 1 thing left over. And then if you get a card that tells you to add some more things, you may have more. This one, add 2 forever stamps. So there's often going to be some stuff. But yeah, so this is all about player count, which is why if we were playing with more players, we would have to make sure we did the rule of any card that we didn't use the text of goes back into the deck.
Okay. To kind of make sure it gets...
That you have enough.
Enough.
Yeah, for every round.
Yeah.
So that was a very different game.
It was. James says he plans on buying this later on down the road.
Man, I highly recommend. This is now my second and third play. Playing at 3 players was really good. Playing at 2 players is really fun. It's a different experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not optimal, but it still was really fun.
Yeah.
But I love how many different ways this game will play. I mean, this one I was trying to create a bunch of holes, which was so funny.
Can you bring me those other stamps on there?
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
This has been fantastic, friends.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out.
Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Next week, I don't know what we'll be playing, but it'll probably be something from our shelf of opportunity. Or I might just have Gus do a What's Puzzling Gus, because there's always something puzzling you, and you haven't done one of them in a while.
It's been a little bit.
So, yeah. Okie doke, friends, we're going to sign off for tonight. So until next time, stay safe, enjoy your board games, be kind to one another, and we'll catch y'all on the next stream. Bye.
Have a great week, folks.